As the popularity of golf continues to explode, the number of fans in attendance at PGA Tour events is at an all-time high. As marshals, you have many responsibilities. In the next few minutes, we'll discuss how you can help make the tournaments better for the players and more enjoyable for the fans. One of the greatest concerns for tournament officials is crowd control. Often the course layout dictates that players and galleries cross paths. As marshals, it is your responsibility to ensure that these transitions take place smoothly. When possible, tape off the crossing areas. The tape serves as a reference point for the marshals as well as the fans. Ropes should be used in addition to the tape to serve as an additional buffer. The walkway should be a minimum of 10 feet wide because galleries tend to lean in toward the players as they pass. Stronger barriers such as French barricades are recommended in high traffic areas such as autograph or practice areas. Good marshalling technique allows players to forget about the crowds and concentrate on their game instead of worrying about the distractions that can be associated with large galleries. The drop rope technique allows one or more marshals to seal off the gallery while simultaneously opening the path for players. Timing is essential in proper execution of the drop rope technique, as illustrated in this example. As the players exit the green through a roped-off buffer area, the marshal has already roped off the walkway in anticipation of the players' arrival. As the last player in the group passes through the walkway, the marshal opens the path and allows the gallery to proceed. The buffer area, which is an extension of the roped-off area around the green, is crucial in the movement of players from green to tee. This buffer allows the marshal to get a head start on clearing the path for the players. By the time the players arrive at the crossing point, the path has already been roped off and the players can pass uninhibited. In this example, the distance between the green and the next tee is substantial. The long section of permanently roped-off path has an intermediate drop rope section to allow the galleries to pass when the players aren't using it. The intermediate drop rope method is preferred for longer walks from green to tee. Occasionally, a player's ball will travel outside the ropes and into the gallery. In these situations, it is the marshal's responsibility to make sure that the gallery doesn't impede the player's ability to make his shot. Here, Phil Mickelson hit the ball well beyond the ropes. Immediately, the marshals begin to clear the area where the gallery normally stands. Notice how the marshal on the left steps in and halts the approaching gallery, eliminating spectator interference. It is necessary to allow large galleries to cross fairways during a round. In this example, the marshals open the crosswalk, allowing the gallery to pass only after all players, the walking scorer, and standard bearer have passed the crosswalk area. Marshals must be in place at crosswalks during the Wednesday Pro-Am.
Ooh. Cell phone.
Players love those, don't they?
There is a rule out here.
Oh, hello.
That would be a cell phone.
I love when the phone rings and they act like what they're doing is more important than what the golfers are doing. The phone will go, ring. Hey, how you doing? No, he's just getting ready to hit right now, yeah. He was in the middle of his backswing when you called. It was funny. Yeah, no, he's looking at me right now. You the man. Yeah, no, here comes security. Look, I'm going to call you back tomorrow because I think I'm going to jail.
Cell phones are prohibited at PGA Tour events. Cameras are permitted Monday through Wednesday only. All tournaments have a check-in area where fans can safely leave these items during the day and retrieve them after the round. If you discover someone on the course who has one of these items, it is your responsibility to confiscate it. Be firm but polite. Explain the policy and give them a claim check so they may retrieve the item when they leave the venue.
Sir, can't have that cell phone. Please take it back to your car.
Other prohibited items that are not allowed at PGA Tour tournaments are coolers, alcohol, or backpacks. Certain bags are allowed, such as purses, but they cannot be any larger than 6 by 6.
No cell phones, no weapons, no food of any type. If you have any metallic objects in your pocket, please take them out.
The safety of the players as well as the fans are very important. Besides the marshals, security also plays an integral role in making sure things happen without incident. With thousands of spectators attending the tournament daily, it is the responsibility of the marshal to know which credentials are allowed in and around the golf course. Here are some examples of the various types of credentials that you may see.
Flight, please. Thank you. Okay, all the way back. Stand, please.
Another duty of the marshal is to make sure that the crowd behaves properly when the players are addressing the ball. By extending their arms or holding up signs, the marshals can signal the crowd to be still so the players can concentrate. Marshals may also encounter hecklers. In these situations, ask them once to refrain from such behavior. If they persist, contact security to handle the problem.
This gentleman right here.
Okay. Have this guy thrown out right here.
Uniformed police officers may be posted in key locations around the course for security purposes, but they are not there for crowd control. In some cases, the more popular players attract larger galleries, and advanced marshals may be needed to handle the additional crowd. As marshals, you will need to be aware of certain people who are allowed inside the ropes. Honorary observers are select VIPs designated to walk inside the ropes with PGA Tour players at each tournament. Honorary observers will wear uniforms and a special credential, so you will be able to identify them. During a round, an honorary observer may need to leave the ropes to visit the restroom. They should return at the next tee or the nearest point where a marshal is stationed, making sure not to disrupt play when they re-enter. As the galleries continue to grow, the role of the marshal has become increasingly important. The players are counting on you to help them perform at the highest level. It is essential that every marshal comprehend thoroughly the PGA Tour issued duties of Gallery Marshal's handout distributed to you from the tournament. Following the duties of Gallery Marshal's guidelines, along with incorporating the key points reviewed during your training session today, will ensure the players, spectators, and marshals have the best experience possible.
On behalf of the PGA Tour and our players, I want to thank you for the commitment you're making to our tournaments. The marshals at our tournament are a vital part of what makes our tournaments happen. Candidly, we couldn't have PGA Tour events without your commitment. Not only do the marshals allow our tournaments to work competitively by maintaining what we want to see happen out on the golf course, but it works for charity. The ability to run these tournaments with volunteer support results in countless millions of dollars being raised for charities all around the country. We just couldn't do it without you. Thanks for your help on behalf of our players, all the charities around the country, and our tournaments as well. We appreciate it.